Newsflash, sex is not a drive. So you might be wondering, what is a drive? Well, a drive is a motivational system that helps human beings deal with life or death issues, such as hunger or dehydration. So why is sex not a drive? Sex is not a life or death issue. If you don't eat or drink water, you do put yourself at risk for dying. But if you don't have sex, you are not putting yourself at risk for dying. Now, some people will say that because human beings are driven to procreate, sex is a part of that, so sex is a drive. I think that's a stretch. Even if we do think that procreation is a drive, we do know that, at least now, many of us do have sex for reasons that have nothing to do with procreation. So to make the leap that all sex is procreative in nature and thus is a drive, I think it's just a bit of an exaggeration. So overall, there's no evidence of a drive mechanism towards sex within our bodies. So what are the implications of understanding sex as a drive then? Well, understanding sex as a drive really epitomizes spontaneous desire. And spontaneous desire is just what it sounds like. You experience desire spontaneously. You're walking down the street, you're doing homework, you're cooking, and suddenly you feel turned on. There are other forms of desire, such as responsive desire. And responsive desire is also what it sounds like. You feel turned on as a response to experiencing something else. Perhaps you're watching a movie with a sex scene. You give or receive a massage with someone that you're attracted to, or you're talking about sex. And then, as a response to that, you start to feel turned on. So understanding sex as a drive makes it seem like the only way that you can have a pleasurable and exciting sex life is through experiencing spontaneous desire. And this isn't true. Namely because most people actually don't even experience spontaneous desire that often. Most people do experience spontaneous desire at the start of relationships, but later on in life or in the course of living with someone or in the course of a relationship with someone, you start to experience spontaneous desire less and responsive desire more. And responsive desire can be just as exciting as spontaneous desire. So if you're someone who is feeling like you want to have more sex and you're not experiencing spontaneous desire much, then I encourage you to play around with responsive desire a little bit more. Think about massages, think about having conversations about sex, and seeing how those make you feel as a result. So the key takeaways from this video are: 1, sex is not a drive. You might die if you don't eat or have water, but you will not die if you do not have sex. And 2, spontaneous desire is not the only way to have a fulfilling sex life. Responsive desire can lead to a fulfilling sex life as well. So as always, I want to hear from you. Do you think that sex is a drive? And have you ever heard that sex isn't a drive before? Comment down below. Please share this video with someone who you think doesn't know that sex isn't a drive. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.